Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers and dear students, welcome. In this class, we are to see the rules of converting a subordinate class into a phrase. It is when we convert a subordinate class into a phrase. What are the grammatical rules we have to follow? English grammar, phrase and clauses, converting clause into phrase. Line 332, dated 22/12/2024. Converting subordinate class into phrase. That is to say, some important phrases and their complex and compound conjunctions. My dear students, be very careful in printing these factors. That is phrase, related complex conjunction and compound conjunctions. Without a thorough knowledge of these factors, we cannot either speak or write English correctly. So, okay. So, I mean, take this tabular column into your memory. It should always be with you. Whenever you call them, they should come to your use. See, phrase, complex conjunction, and compound conjunction. See, in spite of phrase, though, although, even, complex conjunction, but yet still compound conjunction. Because of, due to, on account of, going to, null. Four conjunction, four phrases. Two, three complex conjunctions as since because. Similarly, compound conjunction three and so on. Third, in the phrase in the event of or in case of complex conjunction if compound conjunction phrase and complex conjunction when as well as compound conjunction and phrase to complex conjunction so that not compound conjunction very and so then phrase besides complex conjunction not only but also compound conjunction and then phrase having plus past participle complex conjunction after compound conjunction and then be extremely careful of regarding these grammatical factors so phrase complex conjunction and compound conjunctions when you read either your books or your story or anything else you would be knowing it if you fix it in your memory then it will be easy to understand whether it is a prose or grammar or poems whatever it is. Now my dear students we have already seen what is a phrase, what is a class. A phrase is a group of words without a finite verb. A class is a group of words with a subject and a finite verb. That's all. Then there are three kinds of classes, phrases: adjective phrase, adverbial phrase, and noun phrase. Similarly, there are three kinds of clauses: adjective clause, adverbial clause, and noun clause. Now, my dear children, regarding clauses, regarding this formation of phrase and clauses, they have classified phrase, clause into three kinds. And regarding the formation of sentences, the clause is further classified into two kinds. One is main class Another is subordinate class. That is, regarding phrase and class, there are three kinds of phrases. But regarding the formation of English sentences, they divide the class into two parts, two kinds. One is main class and another one is subordinate class. What is a main class? If the sentence itself gives a complete meaning, that sentence is called a main class. If a clause by itself gives a complete meaning, that clause is called a main class. Look here, main class. I learned English. Here, this class gives a complete meaning. I learned English. It gives a complete meaning. So, I learned English is a main class. What is a subordinate class? If the sentence, if the clause itself is unable to express a complete meaning, if this clause is unable to give a complete meaning, then that clause is called a subordinate class. You see, if you learn English, this class, this group of words, this class is not giving a complete sentence. So, if you learn English, is a subordinate class. So, my dear children, regarding the formation of sentences, clauses are classified into two categories. One is main class and another is subordinate class. If a class gives a complete meaning by itself, it is a main class. I learn English. If a class is unable to give a complete meaning, it is called the subordinate class. If you work hard, it's okay, then come. Now let us see. Changing subordinate class into phrase. See, what are the grammatical rules we have to follow when converting a subordinate class into a phrase? Three rules, that's all. First of all, the subordinate conjunction should be changed into its phrase. Secondly, the subject of the subordinate class should be changed into its phrase. Into its possessive. The subject of the subordinate class should be changed into its possessive. Thirdly, the verb should be changed into its present participle. If there is only one verb, that verb should be converted into its present participle. If there are more than one verb, the first word should be converted into its present participle. These are the three rules we should follow when converting a subordinate class into a phrase. First one, the conjunction, subordinate conjunction should be changed into its phrase. The subordinate subject of the subordinate class should be converted into its possessive and the verb should be converted into its present participle. Okay. Now let us see. Though she ran fast, she missed the bus. Here, though she ran fast is the subordinate class. Here, my dear students, though is the conjunction. Now we will change it into its phrase in spite of. Then here, the subject is she. Its possessive is her. Then ran is the verb. Its present participle is running. Whether the verb is in past tense or present tense, that doesn't matter. In whatever the tense it may be, that is in two tense, present or past. It should be converted into its present participle. Then the remaining part should be kept as there. See, though she ran fast, she missed the bus. In spite of her running fast, she missed the bus. This is the phrase. This is the subordinate class. This is the phrase. My dear students, this is the complex sentence. This is the simple sentence. So that is, we are converting a simple sentence, a complex sentence, into a simple sentence. When we convert a subordinate clause into a phrase, we are converting a complex sentence into a simple sentence. Know it. The second example, as he worked hard, he got good marks. As conjunction, because of phrase. There are four phrases. Because of, due to, on account of, in, yes, owing to. Four phrases are, yeah, in English, four phrases are used for as. Because of, due to, owing to, on account of. As, because of. He possessive case. Worked present participle. Working, that's all. As he worked hard, he got good marks. Because of his working hard, he got good marks. Complex sentence, simple sentence. Third example. If you work hard, you will get good marks. In the event sense, right? If conjunction, phrase, in the event, if in the event of, or in case of, subject you, possessive your, work with, working present participle. That's all. If you work hard, you will get good marks. In the event of your working hard, you will get good marks. Complex sentence, simple sentence. Fourth example, when he finished his work, he went out. With conjunction, I mean subordinate conjunction. When phrase on, he, possessive his, finished present participle finishing. That's all. Then there is no other parts to be changed. He, when he finished his work, went out. On his finishing his work, on his finishing his work, he went out. Complex sentence, simple sentence. Then fifth example, if he had worked hard, he would have got good marks. If conjunction phrase in case of, he possessive case. Here there are two verbs, had, worked. The first verb is had, so the present participle of had is having. Then the remaining parts should be kept as they are. If he had worked hard, he would have got good marks. In the event of having worked hard, in the event of his having worked hard, he would have got good marks. Simple, simple. I mean, this is complex sentence. This is simple sentence. Then regarding to here the rules. I explained three rules regarding converting a subordinate clause into a phrase. But regarding to some small changes. Okay, you see here the subject and verb should be kept as they are, but the subordinate, I mean the conjunction so should be changed in its phrase to, and that he to into two. So should be changed into two. That he plus cannot or could not should be changed into two. And the remaining parts should be kept as they are. So okay. He is so poor that he cannot continue his study. He is too poor to continue his study. Complex sentence, simple sentence. My dear students, here's some example. Here's some I'm some notes that you got to know. My dear students, first we should change the conjunction into its phrase. That should be done. Secondly, regarding the subject, there are two rules. It is when the subject of the subordinate class and the main class are the same. If the subject of the main class and the subordinate class are the same, then the subject of the subordinate class need not be changed into its place. It can simply be dropped. The subject in the main class or subordinate class can simply be dropped if the subject of the main class and the subordinate class are the same. You see, if you work hard, you will get good marks. Here, the subject in the, subordinate class, if you work hard, and the subject in the main class, you will get good marks are the same. So you can simply drop the subject of the subordinate class. If you convert it into a phrase, no wrong, but it is unnecessary. So it will be apt if in the event of working hard. If we say in the event of you are working hard, I explained previously, but here the action is if the subject both in the subordinate class and the main class are the same, then we can try the subject of the subordinate class. So if you work hard, you will get good marks. Can be simply converted into a simple sentence, into a phrase as in the event of working hard, you will get good marks. Okay. But if the subject of the subordinate class and the main class are different, then the subject of the subordinate class should be converted into its possessive. Okay, look here. If you help me, I can continue my study. My dear students, you see, if in the event of conjugation phrase, here in the subordinate class, the subject is you. In the main class, the subject is I. Both are different. So, this you of the subordinate class, the subject you of the subordinate class should be changed into its phrase. You see, you are helping. You possessive, you are help, present participle helping. Then other parts should be kept as they are. My children, here one thing. You see, regarding the word help is used, help can be used as a verb as well as here now. So you can write it as you are helping or your help because the help plays two parts, verb and now. So you can write either you are helping or your help. Both are right. My dear children, this in this class, a small part I can given. So first of all, the price and the related complex conjunctions and compound conjunctions you should learn. Must the like tables. It is a table. Must. Then a recording converting a compound. I mean complex. I mean subordinate class into a phrase. Three rules. That's all. First, complex conjunction should be converted into its phrase. Secondly, the subject should be reduced into its possessive. Thirdly, the verb should be converted into its present participle. If there is only one verb. If there are more than one verb, then the first verb should be converted into its present participle and the remaining verbs should be kept as they are. That's all. These are the main rules. My dear students, then when that is if in the subject in the subordinate class and the main class are the same, then we need not convert the subject of the main class into its possessive. We can simply drop it. But if the subject of the subordinate class and the main class are different, then we should convert the subject of the subordinate class into its possessive. These are the rules. My dear children, very, very important. If you want, if you want to be well versed both in speaking and writing, grammar is very important. Vocabulary is another thing. But grammatical rules, that is phrase and class. And what are the rules to change a phrase into a class? In this, here, if you are changing a subordinate class into a phrase, it means that you are changing a complex sentence into a simple sentence. See, in all these six examples, we have converted a complex sentence into a simple sentence, my dear children. That is telling you that how to change a phrase subordinate class into a phrase. I have introduced to you how to convert a complex sentence into a simple sentence. Both these factors, both the grammatical rules, I have given you here. My dear pretty children, my dear grandchildren, learn it, and keep it with you. Then only you're gonna shine in all sphere of your life. So, respected elders, educationists, they teach and their students. I heartily thank all of you for patiently listening to my class and grasping the factors that I have given. So, then I thank all of you. Till I meet you in the next class, I wish a very sweet and nice time.